Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw. It's Tebow. The short hands. It's McAllister. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On the run, it's McAllister. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice
picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It's a draw. There he goes. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's McAllister. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Tebow. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. Runs through a tackle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Looking left. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Running to Green. QB got it himself. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll send the back in motion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Tebow. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quickly to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to throw. It's Tebow. Pressure coming. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Vols. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Tebow. Grab behind the line, it's Lewis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I know, everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. They're going to go for it anyways.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McAllister. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Here's a heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throws toward the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Snags it quickly on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown Volunteers! And the route is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Tebow. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense.
He's got it! Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
They're dealing with a second and long.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's McCray. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Back to throw, it's Tebow. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woodson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Tebow. Looking for a deep man. And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Makes the grab. It's McAllister. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. It's Tebow. Dumps it to the back. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Around the edge, it's McAllister. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback trying to do it himself, and he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here comes the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Now he's looking into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Stands in and takes the hit. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes him talk to the hand. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A 1st down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Number 33 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Tebow. Takes a hit as he fires. Found the spot in the defense. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Still looking on the move. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. together to crank us up. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Pulls it, fired, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Defense did a great job. 30.
And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Tennessee.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give is to Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air. It's Tebow. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force him into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
Well, he just kicked that thing straight out of bounds, and they'll take over in the red zone. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Tebow. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Rush is on him. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
The Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Quickly complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Burnett. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Tate. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Tebow. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Might be changing the route. The play action fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for a pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
Touchdown Wake! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. one's here. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Tebow. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked...
He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the...
It's a fumble. Got a little space. It's a running room.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Tebow. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
You're down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Manning. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Brings up 4th down.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.